What's happening guys, it's Abhinav from PhoneBunch and this is the Lyf Water F1. It's one of the first Lyf smartphones that I'm actually checking out, and it comes with a 5.5-inch 1080p display running on the Snapdragon 617 with 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage, and yes, you can expand that storage as well. You have a 16 megapixel rear camera with face detection autofocus and a front-facing 8 megapixel camera which also is autofocus enabled. So that's the phone right there. Let's see what else we have inside the box. So you have a quick start guide right there, and well, you also have a SIM removal tool. Although this phone is made out of plastic, it has a unibody construction. Now you get a flat style micro USB to USB data syncing and charging cable. That's actually pretty nice, and you also get a 2 amp USB wall charger. So no fast charging, but still this would charge the phone a bit faster than usual. You also get a headset within the box. It has volume controls built in. Again, something nice to see. So that is everything that we get inside the box with the Lyf Water F1. Now this phone is priced at about Rs 13,300, and well, for the specs it does sound decent. We'll talk about that in a short while. Now this phone has a sort of a textured design with a dimpled back cover. You know which phone this reminds you of. The sides do taper in a little bit, the back is slightly curved, but the phone doesn't really feel very good to hold. In fact, it feels a bit sharp at the edges. Now I started booting up the phone, and while it does that, let's have a look at the build. On the right of the phone you have the power lock and unlock button as well as the volume rocker. The power button is absolutely tiny, you can see that right there. Both the buttons have good feedback, but it's a bit difficult to locate that power button, especially when it is that high up. At the bottom of the phone you have the micro USB port as well as the primary microphone. On the left of the phone you have 2 slots. So in the first slot you can have one micro SIM card as you see right there, and in the second slot you can have a nano SIM card as well as a micro SD card. So that's actually pretty decent. You have all 3 slots that are separate. At the top of the phone you have the 3.5mm audio jack as well. Moving to the back, you have a noise cancellation mic, you have dual tone LED flash, and you have that 16 megapixel camera. The back of the phone actually feels good to hold. That's what makes this phone less slippery. It does attract a bit of fingerprints and would attract dirt as well, but it's relatively very easy to clean too. Now coming to the front, you have a notification LED, proximity and light sensors, and an 8 megapixel autofocus front-facing camera, which is still quite rare. And you have on-screen buttons here as well, as you can see right there. Now, this display is a 5.5-inch 1080p panel which is covered in Gorilla Glass 4 and has good viewing angles. The color reproduction is slightly towards the oversaturated side, so overall this is a decent display, and you get pretty much all the sensors that you want. You have an accelerometer, proximity sensor, light sensor, gyroscope, everything. Now coming to the rear camera, it does take a bit of time to capture images, as you see right there too. There are a few modes available, and you can see right there autofocusing in the front-facing camera. Focusing, however, is a bit slow at times. Now color reproduction is slightly towards the oversaturated side, and exposure control is very bad. You have to control exposure yourself most of the time, but images actually did turn out quite sharp when you had the correct exposure levels. Now talking about software, we are running Android Marshmallow here, and there is quite a lot of bloat installed, and most of them are the Geo apps. Well, I didn't find many of them usable, but your mileage may vary. And you have this neat little toolbar where you can invoke all those Geo apps as well. Now, as you can see, Android 6.0.1 with a July security patch on the device. Now, out of the 32 gigs of storage, you'll get about 24 odd gigs when you get the device, after updating about 23 odd gigs, but still, it's plenty at this price point. USB OTG furthermore is supported here as well, and with 3 gigs of RAM, I didn't have any issues with multitasking here. Now, performance, however, isn't the best. There was a bit of lag in multitasking. Even apps did take a bit of time to open up, although memory management was good on the device. But yes, I did see a bit of lag in the entire interface, be it the settings while scrolling, and that does pain me a little bit. Given the price point, you have far better devices available, including the Lyf 2, the Redmi Note 3, and even the Moto G4 Plus. And moreover, this phone doesn't come with a fingerprint sensor, which is becoming the norm in this price point. So yes, this phone will have a tough time selling, given that Geo SIM cards are now available for all devices, so there is no particular USP of this phone to make it stand out. Well folks, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let us in the comment section, and as always, have a great day.